The second half of this week's Wrestling Open double main event is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left from Sparkle City, weighing in at an even 200 pounds, the dime piece, Aaron Rourke. His opponent to my right is accompanied to ringside by Bobby Jr. And Bobby Jr. represents the man who is now making his fall residence in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Weighing in at 202 pounds, he is the GOATest of all time. He would like me to remind you that he is your mom, one half of the Shook Crew, Bobby Orlando.
Main event number 2, and this one has a lot of history. This one has a lot of personal animosity. This one is going to be one you do not want to miss. Bobby Orlando against Aaron Rourke. What a difference a year makes, DC.
A lot can change in a year. I don't know if there's anybody that's benefited more from the Wrestling Open platform than Bobby Orlando and Bryce Donovan. Big fight feel for the second half of tonight's double main event. Bobby Orlando one-on-one with Aaron Rourke. As these two competitors look to tie up a very heated rivalry, but I think both competitors know they cannot afford to make the first mistake because that could set the tone for the rest of this contest.
Especially considering how well they know each other. It's one thing if you're in there with somebody you haven't faced or somebody that you only have a little bit of history with, but the slightest mistake is even more devastating to your potential to pick up a win.
Looking to tie up once again, locking horns. I don't know who has the strength advantage in this one, Paul. Aaron Rourke has gotten himself in phenomenal shape. The same can be said for Bobby Orlando. I mean, for months we saw Bobby Orlando. That was, talk about mind games. That was a bit uncalled for.
And it's going to be very hard to get into the mind of someone like Bobby Orlando, but if anyone knows how to do it, it's going to be the dime piece. Here comes Orlando with the shoulder block.
Bobby Orlando, living, breathing frenzy. Aaron Rourke looking to regroup on the floor, and Bobby Orlando has not taken his sight off the dime piece. Eyes continue to remain locked. And Bobby Orlando sitting crisscross applesauce in the center of the ring, telling Aaron Rourke to bring it.
And Bobby Orlando telling Aaron Rourke to get back in the ring. You want to viciously attack someone while they're already bleeding from the mouth? That is crossing a line and then some. So Bobby Orlando putting that line in the sand, in the center of the ring, and say, come and cross it.
Aaron Rourke, though, one step ahead. Got the headlock applied. When you control the head, you can control the body. Or in this case, control the Bobby.
Beautiful athleticism from Rourke. Catches that boot. Rourke lands on his feet. Taunts Bobby. Bobby charges in.
Oh, no. Bit of a miscalculation from Bobby Orlando, but a quick recovery, a springboard into the closer. That's kind of a sick trick, right?
It was definitely a sick trick. It may not have been perfect, but it paid off. Will this? Incoming from Bobby Orlando.
Well, Aaron Rourke does consider himself to be perfect in every way. Bobby Orlando could have done some damage to his knee, taking a big risk to flatten his opponent. Rourke has not even started to stir yet.
And Bobby Orlando could have tweaked his knee on that landing. He favored that knee right away.
That is cause for concern.
And he just tried to walk it off, but you can tell that, yeah, he's already favoring it here out on the floor. You can tell So now he has that to contend with on top of everything else. But that's why they call it high risk.
I wonder if he tweaked his knee when he tried to land on his feet out of the back flipped attempt.
Well, crashing down on that wood floor didn't help things. Sick trick, and again, his knee just went out. His knee just went out.
Out of instinct, looking to entertain the crowd, looking to avoid contact with his opponent.
Yeah, this could be bad. Aaron Rourke is gesturing over here. He doesn't know what's going on.
We saw what happened last time somebody was opponent and the referee tried to tell him to stop the fight. It didn't stop Aaron Rourke then. I don't know if blood coming out of your opponent's guts isn't enough to stop the attack. I don't know why Aaron Rourke's going to stop here.
Maybe that personal feeling that they have, maybe that friendship that once was, might sneak back in here.
What about just the general decency to a fellow human being regardless of your relationship?
Well, Aaron Rourke coming over here.
I mean, if we have a serious injury at play, the referee needs to ring the bell. That's what's going to stop somebody from ringing the bell.
Does our medical staff know what's going on here?
Well, we've got other officials in the back if we can get them out here.
Is Aaron Rourke helping him up to his feet?
Well, that's the right move. That's the wrong move.
I knew it.
Piece of garbage.
I wanted to believe otherwise, but I just knew that was what Aaron Rourke was going to do, and now he's stomping away at Bobby Orlando in that corner, once again showing his true colors.
A leopard not changing his spots, and Bryce Donovan's got to be somewhere in the building still, hopefully keeping a close eye so that this one does not get out of hand.
And if his knee had anything left, Aaron Rourke just took it away in one felt swoop, as he is now controlling things in main event number 2 against Bobby Orlando.
Oh.
We saw this with Crowbar and Fancy Ryan Clancy earlier. Referee Tyler Calloway might have to make a gut call here, because how much can Bobby Orlando defend himself?
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 15 minutes remain.
And obviously the officials here at Wrestling Open, they want to make sure to deliver a big-time main event. But you got to worry about the safety of the competitors first and foremost.
Bobby Orlando on his feet. He's still going to continue to fight here. He tried to kick with that bad knee, and Aaron Rourke just made him pay for it.
Well, out of instinct, Paul, you want to plant on your good leg to throw a strike.
And here comes the dime piece.
Meteora, that could be it for Bobby Orlando.
His knee must be it must be brutal, the pain that he is going through right now.
I can't even imagine.
And he already had some semblance of mental stress coming into this contest, going to fight his former friend, his former Club Cam cohort in Aaron Rourke.
Well, Aaron Rourke seems to be coming in with a completely clear head. Look at this, he's showing off. What a weasel.
He's loving it. He is absolutely loving this. Any shortcut he can take, I'm sure he's happy to do it.
Yeah, Paul, he doesn't seem bothered at all.
No, it's like their friendship never existed. It's like he hated their friendship all along.
No, he just likes being the center of attention, does Aaron Rourke.
Oh, a slap across the face.
Putting a halt to all of that momentum with the handspring just to add further insult to injury with that slap.
A garbage move from a garbage individual, but Bobby Orlando firing back. Irish whip into the corner. Up and over goes Rourke. Lands on his feet, and there is a drop kick. Any momentum that Orlando had just went up in flames.
Aaron Rourke flipping and flopping around the ring, showing that his legs are in 100% tip-top shape. And now just arguing, instead of worrying about his opponent, his former ally, he's arguing with the fans here at the White Eagle in Worcester.
Charges in, and he saw it coming. Bobby Orlando tried to take an opportunity. Aaron Rourke took it away.
Aaron Rourke for a powerbomb?
Oh, good Lord, no.
Bobby Orlando holding on for dear life as Aaron Rourke planted his feet.
And thank goodness Bobby Orlando fought out of that one, but he couldn't get away as Orlando back first on that apron, and Rourke loving the work that he's doing.
That might have been an even worse landing as Bobby Orlando, the recipient of that drop kick, and Aaron Rourke is just so proud of his handiwork. A you-know-what eating grin as he comes into the ring with an ace crusher, hooks both legs, and is a second away from being victorious in the Wrestling Open episode 41 main event.
hitting a sick trick of his own. You know, he's seen Bobby Orlando execute that move plenty of times, but now Aaron Rourke continuing to add insult to injury here in the second of our two main events. The referee Tyler Calloway saying no, Bobby Orlando not giving it up, even though he's practically on one leg at this point.
Big running boot from Aaron Rourke. Bobby Orlando pretty much standing up just because he is holding himself up in the corner. I think he might be out on his feet, Paul.
He could be out, and Aaron Rourke is loving every second of it. He went to social media today and said, "You want to call me out? That's a big mistake." And he said you're going to regret that as well.
Well, Bobby Orlando's paying the price right now. He's looking for a Hurricane Rana from this position. Gets pushed off. Bobby Orlando levying a kick with the good foot, excuse me.
Sick trick cutter from Orlando, and he is back to life here in the main event of episode 41. But does he have enough left in the tank?
Well, you said back to life. I think he's running on fumes, Cole. That could have been it. As the crowd has come alive for their mom. Bad landing for Aaron Rourke. Over to the ropes.
Aaron Rourke, Bobby Orlando, years of history coming together here in this main event. The Shook Crew took exception to the ruthless actions of Aaron Rourke a couple of weeks ago, calling out Aaron Rourke answering, but Bobby Orlando trying to put an exclamation point on it.
If I'm Aaron Rourke, I do not want to get a strike battle with Bobby Orlando right now. Especially Bobby Orlando back up to a vertical base, going after the back. Kick right into the corner.
Aaron Rourke in that corner.
Oh!
There's a clothesline.
10 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 10 minutes remain.
That's what Bobby Orlando is going to do. He's going to stay in one place and let Aaron Rourke come to him. Every single time he plants that foot, he's doing excessive damage to that knee.
And look at that, tried to get him up in the fireman's carry, couldn't do it because of the knee. He's hanging on by a thread.
And his knee might be hanging on literally by a thread, a ligament, a tendon. Who knows, God forbid, a serious knee injury here tonight.
Going up top, high crossbody, he got it all. But Aaron Rourke getting the shoulder up. Bobby Orlando continuing to favor that knee. He might have done even greater damage by executing that top rope maneuver.
Sure, a lot of impact as his body is driven into his opponent, but nevertheless, still coming down hard on that left knee from about 10 feet in the air.
And now, can Bobby Orlando dig deeper than ever to pull out a victory over Aaron Rourke here? He might have to. And we've seen him in so many great main events during his time here at Wrestling Open, but this one feels more personal than them all.
Bobby is the goatist right now. Just open hand strikes back and forth. This one is getting ugly, Paul.
It is getting down to the nitty-gritty, and Aaron Rourke with a boot to the forehead.
It doesn't seem like either competitor can keep a decided advantage for a substantial amount of time. Bobby Orlando, not even the strength.
Long blower, back cracker, whatever you want to call it. Bobby Orlando hit it, but does he have enough in his knee to get up?
This could be a final big risk.
Oh. He missed, and that crash was louder than usual. It's a destroyer. That is it, Aaron Rourke. No. Bobby Orlando got the shoulder up at 2, DC.
I think that was one backflip that Bobby Orlando did not want to be on the receiving end because he landed right on his head, Paul.
What an incredible second main event. Not only do these two want to tear each other apart, they're giving us all a show in the process.
Rourke maybe looking for the 450 splash from this position. Lands on his feet. The momentum carries him to the opposite corner. Bobby Orlando came approaching his opponent, but he was favoring his knee, Paul.
Looked like a closed fist. Oh, he called for a sick trick, but he couldn't get it. Can Bobby keep him up on one leg?
Oh!
Crashes into that turnbuckle in the corner. Does he have enough? Is this it? No. Aaron Rourke, now the one finding a way to get the shoulder up at 2.
Bobby Orlando having to exert the energy, wasting valuable time, pulling his opponent away from the ropes. Again, when you toss your opponent,
you hear the crowd here at White Eagle showing their appreciation for this deeply personal battle between Bobby Orlando and Aaron Rourke.
Paul, when you toss your opponent into the corner like that, they cannot get a clean fall. That does so much more damage than any other type of slam or throw.
Another kick to the knee.
You think Rourke's looking for a submission at this point?
He could try that figure 8. Well, no, he almost ran into the referee. He almost ran into the referee. Oh, come on! He went low and Tyler Calloway was turned the other way. He's going for that figure 8. He has it locked on.
And
the pain in his knee.
I don't think Bobby Orlando's going to have a choice but to tap. He is so far away from the ropes.
Oh, he gave it up. He had absolutely no choice. Aaron Rourke beats Bobby Orlando.
The time of the fall, 14 minutes, 1 second. Here is your winner by submission, the dime piece, Aaron Rourke.
It took capitalizing on a damaged knee, and it took a low blow when the referee was turned into the corner. Aaron Rourke took a shortcut, and that shortcut got him the victory here. I can't believe it. Hey, get away from him.
All right. He's got his hands on Bobby. The match is over. The bell is sounded.
Get away from him.
Yeah, something tells me they're not going to hash things out right now.
You've done enough damage. He did this to Clancy. Not again.
Can we get some official?
Not again. Hey, here is Bryce Donovan. Thank goodness. Bryce Donovan out here for the save after Aaron Rourke cheated his way to victory. Now Bryce has the microphone.
You get it all out of your system? Aaron, see, for the last year, me and Bobby, we're changing. We're getting better every day. We're here week in and week out, developing, evolving, and you're still the same old snake. Yeah. You haven't learned a damn thing, so I'm gonna teach you that lesson then. You wanna mess with your mom?
Yeah.
Bad news, kid. Daddy's home. And Aaron, we were friends a year ago, but watch, because now I'm gonna make you my bitch. Be shook.
Bryce Donovan telling Aaron Rourke, you might have gotten the better of Bobby Orlando tonight, but next you have to go through me. Folks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week right here at Wrestling Open.